This is Anthony.
This is Michael.
We're vegans.
Yes.
I'm an old vegan,
I'm a young vegan.
but we're both vegans. We're also friends. I first became vegan in 1976. I had about a year of kind of sometimes eating dairy, yogurt in particular. But after that, it's been vegan ever since, totally. And so it's more than 40 years.
I'm Anthony. I have been vegan for just over a year at this point. I turned when I was 26, but I was a vegetarian for about 3 years before that. But ever since then, I've felt a lot better, and I think things are definitely going to turn out a lot better than when I was, kind of not as careful with my choices as far as what I ate. And when we became friends, it was really nice to be able to hit it off like that, and that we had that in common. He was actually my exact age. I'm 27 when he turned vegan, so yeah.
Well, and who was it that inspired you to become vegan?
It was actually my mother. My mother was the one that started sort of informing us on some of the works of people such as Dr. Furman and Dr. Greger, who highly advocate for plant-based diets and sort of point out a lot of the health benefits to keeping your diet plant-based. And slowly we just kind of started weaning ourselves off of meat, and then eventually dairy, and now here we are all the way. And I feel a lot better for it.
When I first moved here to Northern California, where I live, the first guy who moved into a house that I had rented was vegan. And I had been experimenting with my diet for maybe 3, 4, 5 years before that. Mostly just getting into whole grains and no refined white flour, sugar, and stuff like that. But it was really easy for me to take the next step and just try being vegan. And I don't know, it worked for me right away. I could just tell, I never felt like I was missing anything. And I don't know, I felt healthy for all this time, and it's just great. Yeah. Okay. Other than my first friend all those years ago who inspired me to become vegan, he moved away not long after that, and I really, for all these years then, I never had a vegan friend. And now I do. And, we like to hike a lot also, and so we go on lots of day hikes and then also backpacking trips, and it's really nice being able to share all the food. It's just
absolutely,
it's really a good thing.
Absolutely.
And I'm just going to testify a little bit for the vegan diet, because I'm almost 72, and I'm not bragging or anything. I mean, I know I'm getting older, but then again, I can do pretty well, staying up on the trail and doing what we do. And it's really good to have, a young friend who that we like the same things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's being modest. He does have a right to brag. I mean, I don't see really very many other people his age up there. I can't think of one offhand. He goes everywhere I go, and I mean, I just hope that I can get to that point and still be, that able-bodied, moving around. So I think that's awesome. My transition was mostly health-based, like I said, and for him, he kind of came from the opposite extreme, having a background of having worked in a slaughterhouse. And
that's right. I actually worked 3 horrible summers in a slaughterhouse. And this was before I became vegan, but it certainly did affect me. And, like I see, a lot of vegan activist videos showing what it's like. And they're correct. That is what it's like. Mm-hmm. I was there. I worked there. And it's just like, oh, God. When you don't need to consume that sort of thing, it's just not necessary. I've never felt the need for it at all. I've felt, very healthy for my whole life. And those were, it was a nightmare period as far as going to bed every night thinking, oh God, I have to go do that again, the next day. So I won't go into it very deeply. Just know that, I saw it firsthand, and I'm sure it did first, like subconsciously or whatever. And then, it was like a step kind of towards being vegan. And I've never felt the slightest inclination that I would wish I could go back the other way, since I became vegan. I think it gives you everything you need.
I don't feel the need to go back myself. But no, that is definitely interesting that, we have a first-hand witness here to all these things going on. So all those sort of horror story-esque documentaries about how the industry is, we can verify now that it actually is that way. There's no exaggeration to that. So that's definitely more inspiration for me as well to stick with my choice.
All right. I actually have another channel on YouTube, and I go by the handle Vegan Pianist, and I have more than 700 videos. I put one up today. And then I've been a piano teacher for many years, and I love music. I actually, for quite a number of years, tuned pianos also, but I'm retiring from that part of it, and I will only teach now and keep the YouTube channel going. So we'll have links to our independent channels also, so that you can check them out also. But yes, Vegan Pianist.
My YouTube channel is sort of a smaller channel at this point. I had it for several years. I go by the name Lone Snivy on there. It's a Pokemon reference. And yeah, mostly what I feature on there up to this point has been a lot of, flexible weapon stuff, rope dart stuff, and I want to get more into the academic side of martial arts. I want to talk more about certain weapon history and martial art history on my channel. And so it's still in its infancy, but if you're interested in checking that out, that link will also be below. And yeah, that's what I do. That's my main interest, and yeah.
I actually met Anthony when he came to me as a student when he was, how old?
I was about 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he only came to me for a brief period of time, but we actually lived close to each other, and at a certain point he connected with me again, I think when 26 or 25 or 24 or something like that.
Yeah.
And asked about lessons again, and then we became friends on Facebook, and he would always see that I would be posting nature things and hiking and whatever, and I noticed he was always liking them, and so I sent him a message and I just said, do you ever want to go hiking? And that's how that happened, that we connected it again, and I'm so glad we did.
I'm glad I hit that like button. We've
Yeah.
had some amazing adventures, and
Yeah.
you guys, by the way, can look forward to, I think we'll definitely be able to record some videos out there and show some of that as well.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, so yeah, I guess that about does it for our first video. It's just kind of an introduction, and once again, I think we definitely have a lot of plans for the future to be able to get more in depth on certain topics, and so yeah, please subscribe and share, and we'd like to sort of spread the word about veganism and just sort of get people looking into it, and yeah, what do you think?
I second everything he just said, and we hope to grow our channel and just spread it around, have people be open to something different than maybe the way they grew up. That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a good one, you guys,
All right.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.